border between Serbia and Hungary is fast becoming another front line in the migrant crisis. Hungary built a wire fence there to stem the flood of asylum seekers making their way into the passport-free EU travel zone. But with thousands more expected to try and make this crossing, continued tension at the border is expected in the days ahead. As she's been there from the start, CNN's Arwa Damon is on the front line of the crisis, and she joins us now from the Hungary-Serbian border. Arwa, this seems to be another flashpoint right now. A lot of tension we've seen there over the last few hours. How are things looking now?
Well, it's still pretty tense and incredibly grim. That fence and wall that Hungary have been building have not really stemmed the flow of migrants and refugees. What they've done is just funneled them through a specific crossing point, and that crossing point is here. What you see in front of you is people who are fed up with the conditions that they have been having to endure, to wait in for days before they're moved from this holding area onto the transit camps. They've been living in the fields that are just absolutely covered with trash, and there are only a handful of tents, and it gets quite cold at night. So people today began staging this sit-in here because they say that they want to be let through. They're tired of waiting for the buses. One of the transit camps is just a 10-minute walk down the road, and they're hoping that this will put some sort of pressure on the authorities that will eventually allow them to go through. These are people that have already been through a very arduous and long journey, and having to wait out in this field with little to no shelter, it getting incredibly cold at night. There is only a tiny bit of aid being distributed by a local Hungarian nonprofit. These are not conditions that they can deal with, that they can cope with anymore at this stage. And earlier, there were some scuffles that did break out between the refugees and the police force. This is the path that they come down. They follow these train tracks from Serbia all the way into Hungary. A bit quiet right now, but throughout the day you do see these massive waves of people coming through. So even though we have seen these emergency measures being put into place by Austria and Hungary to try to ease the by Austria and Germany to try to ease the pressure on Hungary, the problem is the numbers coming through are not stopping, and there has to be, and what we're seeing here really underscores the need for this, there has to be that long-term solution that is put into place, because these people that are coming across like this, they cannot deal with these situations anymore.
No, absolutely dire situation. Arwa Damon, thank you so much for your reporting. We will talk to you soon.